4 years ago, Birdville ISD started on a heroic journey of transforming student learning. Dr. Brown's top 3 priorities have always been student and staff safety, improved student learning, and customer service. BISD has engaged the board, staff, and community to develop a new strategic plan upon the passage of the 2014 bond. In Birdville ISD, our mission is to ensure that all students position themselves to excel with integrity in an ever-changing global society through innovative and responsive learning environments. Passage of the bond in November 2014 was essential in helping to realize our mission and to position the district to be responsive to new standards for learning. The strategies developed to help us remain focused on our mission are: we will craft a system of innovative learning approaches, patterns, and practices that respond to the unique needs, interests, and talents of all students. We will ensure a culture of integrity, service, and community that is committed to excellence, innovation, and responsiveness. We will leverage the use of time, resources, and space to address the needs and learning goals of our students and community. We will expand and enhance unique learning opportunities through strategic partnerships both in and outside the district. This strategic vision calls for us to be excellent, innovative, responsive, inclusive, collaborative, and transparent.
What is necessary to realize our strategic intent? The new normal calls for students to learn at increasingly higher levels. Their learning has to be about them, not about the adults. This shift casts the role of teacher from one who dispenses information to one who designs student tasks that are more authentic, more rigorous, more relevant, and certainly more engaging for the digital learner.
Birdville launched a learning platform to define what must be in place in order for students to learn at the highest levels. Achieving high levels of learning for our students, though, starts with each and every educator seeking out the highest possible levels of learning and growth for their own professional practice. How will we equip teachers to embrace moving from a teaching platform to a learning platform? As you view the various components of the learning platform, it is apparent that classrooms become student-centered, cognitive, and interactive. If students must learn differently, then adults will need to learn differently in order to design differently. Professional learning must move from an event, a workshop, or a session to a process that is ongoing, just in time, relevant, personalized, and intentional. It will require new delivery methods, coaching, reflection, mentoring each other through professional dialogue, collaboration, and using digital tools that connect professionals across the district, state, and nation. Transforming an entire school system to a true platform of learning requires vision and foresight. Thanks to the leadership of our board and Dr. Brown, Birdville ISD engaged in strategic planning to outline a pathway to success.
If we stay in the same place, we're actually going backwards because at the pace we're going and with all the technology, things are changing exponentially, and it's hard enough to try to keep up as teachers if we're continuously learning all the time. So not only do we have to keep on learning and searching for more things, we need to do it at a regular pace where we're constantly searching and trying to grow in our profession and our craft.
So continuous improvement is a cycle that starts with the desire to thrive or be successful, and who doesn't want that? That normally involves change, and to successfully make a change requires a certain resiliency, which starts to get a little personal and requires a person to look well beyond themselves. But as that happens, trust can then emerge. And once trust is established, you're much better positioned for the next challenge.
So how are we going to achieve this monumental task? BISD is providing additional academic coaches to work with teachers.
Having a coach provides a critical set of eyes that can give me valuable feedback, and that's the key to it. It is so incredibly valuable to have a coach with a different set of eyes, with a mutually agreed upon rubric. I have benefited, my students have benefited, I've grown in my craft as a teacher. So again, but that presupposes that the person being offered the coaching has to choose to trust, choose humility, because ultimately it's a benefit. It benefits the students, and then you by default grow as a teacher.
I'd reframed my thinking to planning every lesson and thinking about, well, how can I add those same kind of little details that helps make sure that the kids get all of that from each lesson. So it starts out as a process that's, okay, I'm going to be observed 4 times, and then becomes part of your thinking that by that 4th visit, it had become the habit. So it was really beneficial for my kids in that way.
In order to successfully traverse this pathway to success, we must embrace continuous learning, collaboration, coaching, reflection, intentionality, and the use of digital tools and data for continuous improvement.
Intentional can kind of be scary at times because you're looking at what it is that you need. You're looking at maybe a weakness that you feel you have, and intentionally looking for growth there. But we're in education, we've got to look for those things that we need growth in, and we're never going to stop learning. If we stop learning, then we're done.
This year, you will hear a lot about CIR. CIR is the Collaborative Instruction Review Process. BISD has partnered with the International Center for Leadership in Education. They are our key partner to help teachers design lessons that are rigorous, relevant, and engaging to the digital learner. Through their coaching process, BISD will take the next step in realizing our mission. A key theme throughout the strategic plan is that as we work to transform student learning, we must also transform learning for our educators to a whole new model that includes coaching, mentoring, and reflecting. Refining and transforming our craft is not about isolated workshop events. It is about conversations. It is about practitioners coming together with open minds and a unified mission of excellence. In the words of Aristotle, excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit.